Good afternoon, friends. Once again, I am here. Now, today I would like to talk about the other part of the LLF. As you know, LLF means look, listen, and feel. And this is the one of the most proven maintenance strategy. Whether you are maintenance engineer, a reliability engineer, or at the level of the maintenance engineer, until unless you see your machines, whether the machines driven by steam turbine or gas turbines, or they are, you can say, compressors. In the compressor also different type of compressors, reciprocating compressors, centrifugal compressors, maybe air compressor only, or gas compressors. In a similar way, in oil industry, it may be the injection water pump or power water pump, or you can say export oil pumps. Different type of pumps may be there. Huge pumps, multi-stage pumps. They are generally driven by the motors or steam turbines and sometimes the gas turbines also, particularly in the gas areas. So what I wanted to tell you that it is very important that you should, if you are in operation maintenance, you should have the LLF strategy, maintenance strategy, because this makes your people, the people of the operation and maintenance, go to the field and see how the machines are running, what is its behavior when it is running in a normal way, or if any fault is there, or pending fault is there, or potential failure is there. How can you see? By simply visiting your physical sites. So for example, if you go to any centrifugal compressor, I would say, suppose if you have a petrochemical plant and you have a naphtha cracker or gas cracker, you must be having the multi-stage stream of compressors, gas compressors for the cracking of the gas, as well as the propylene or ethylene compressor, huge compressors, and they are driven by the steam turbine. And when you go on this platform, what do you see? You see that is there any leakage or is there any noise? So what I would like to say that you must have this look and feel category. In another video already I talked about the importance of the noise that you can feel. In this video I will be particularly focusing when you visit any site, when you go around any machines, what actually you want to see and what is its importance, and another way how you would like to feel. Feeling means if you see any temperature, you can say variations, or if you see any, you can say abnormality, leakage, etc., that you can monitor and you can see it. So my point is that, for example, if you go to steam turbine, centrifugal compressor in the naphtha gas cracker, so there you see main compressors having you can say 3 or 4 module of the multi-stage compressors. There in compressors, if you consider a focus system wise, for example, if you have a centrifugal compressors and it is a gas compression, then you have to see the process parameters. So in the process parameter, if you take the centrifugal compressor, it will have a driving end and it will have a non-driving end. In the non-driving end, generally you will see the lubrication system, and also you will have a, you can say, sealing system. So in the study, when you see, you have to see whether they are the normal temperatures and pressures are there. You can see in the indication. Sometimes you can touch and feel whether your MOP, main oil pump, is working or not, or you can say your temperatures of the lube oils, whether they are going to the oil cooler and cooled or not by looking at the temperatures. Or sometimes you can see whether your gas is being cooled in the heat exchangers and then going into the second stage or third stage by looking at the temperatures. In a similar way, if you have a mechanical seal system, that may be a dry gas seal system or mechanical type of contact seals. So different type of seals are there. Depending upon the seals, there are seal systems are there. There maybe you can say sometimes you are giving nitrogen or some gas for the dry sealing, and in this you can see each and every pressure, temperature of the seal gas, whether it is okay or not. In another compressor you might be having the oil seals, and in some compressor you have a dry gas seal. So different type of liquids, gases, buffer solutions, there are different systems where you can check whether your temperature and pressures are sometimes by touching whether they are working or not. You can have an idea about whether these normal or not. In a similar way, when if you have a suppose export oil pump driven by the motors, so motors you can the why the noise already in the another video explained that you might have a some sense of from where the noise is coming, what is the source of the noise, and then you can confirm by the method of the vibration and other technology what is the source of the noise. But in this video I would like to focus that when you have a pump or you have a compressor. So for example, I will take here in export oil pump. In export oil pump also you have a lubrication oil system for your general wearing lubrications, and in a similar way oil seal system would also be there. So you see whether you are supplying lubrication oil with right temperature, with right pressure to the compressor general wearing or not, whether your oil seal pressure and temperature coming from the oil cooler, whether it is okay or not, whether your supply of the cooling water it's okay or not. In another case, if you go to the reciprocating compressor side, you can see whether your suction pressure or discharge pressure are okay or not. In between you might be having the heat exchangers, safety valves, or you might be having in some reciprocating compressor for a particular application. For example, LDTP, they are very huge compressors, or you use a primary gas compressor for the LDTP, or you can say air compressor or instrument air compressor. In the reciprocating compressors you will also have a system of lubrication, you will have a system of gas sealing also. So gas sealing may be type of what are the gas side sealing, or what is the you can say oil side sealing. So from the piston rod, when you are having the piston rod, and there you will be have a packings and all that. So condition of the packings, condition of the lube oil, condition of the you can say safety valve, condition of the your suction and discharge valves. In reciprocating compressors you might be a number of suction and discharge valves. By touching it, why you can say seeing the temperature, you can identify which valve is working or not, and accompanied with the noise you can easily identify. So this is the you can say skill of a maintenance engineer, a maintenance manager, that while looking around only in the machines, he can have whether his machine the machines is running properly or not. And the same skill should be developed by the operation engineers also. It is not that they are only concerned about the production, and they are not concerned about the health of the machinery, because the health of machinery and the production both are the you can say performance of the machines, and this will be the joint responsibility of the operation people as well as you can say maintenance people. Reliability people are people like vibration engineers or lubrication engineers. They also need to understand what the systems are working, which systems is proper or not, what parameters it should see, and what parameters it should feel. For example, I will give you the case of the cavitation. In most of the cases, cavitation happens because the temperature of the fluid which is being pumped, it might be having vaporization because of the higher temperature or the nature of the liquid. For example, if it is a hydrocarbon, it will give more vapor. So there are chances of cavitation. So by knowing the particular noise or feeling the surface of the casing, but you should also, I should warn you also, and you should be aware of and alert that touching only you can do only when you know where to touch. Otherwise it is a safety problem. For example, if you have a steam turbines and if you are touching suction or discharge lines, you can have the burn. So rather being you can say if you are totally new, you should accompany with the experienced person. If you are already experienced person, you must be knowing that what parts of the machine you should touch for the feeling purpose and what should you not touch. Generally avoid, generally see first the, you can see indications of the measurement of the pressure, temperature or flow, and only then you can have the next step of touching or feeling. For example, if you want to see the varying temperatures, whether it is a higher side or not. And some people are so expert that by touching the casing of the bearing they can tell you ki how much degree it is higher and how much it is, you can say, normal. So that way they can identify. So what I wanted to emphasize in this video, that being as a maintenance manager or being a maintenance engineer, you must have a system in the place or maintenance strategy of the LLF. LLF, all the three parts: look, listen and feel, very 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 important. And the person must know what to see and what to look and what to feel. After some time, I am giving you the guarantee, after 6 months or 8 months, if you are roaming about every week, or you can say once in a week to your machines, you will identify simply all the avoidable problem, potential problem of the leakage, temperature, vibration and everything. Why only seeing, or why only looking, or why you are feeling. So that's why LLF is very very important. It is a tool that you can very very earlier stage know the problem of the machines. Don't wait for the operations people, because their concentration and focus is mainly related to the production side, so they are not much concerned what is happening to the machine. That's why they ignore many things, and they are only concerned when there is any problem is coming. If suppose any problem is coming in their process or in operation, only then they look into in the detail. So I would request all the maintenance engineers, maintenance people, reliability engineer, lubrication engineer, vibration engineers to please look into this phenomena of the LLF. If you don't have the strategy in your place, please make it a strategy, and I will guide you. If you want to ask me how it should be carried out, how it should be implemented, and whether you are getting any benefit from it, you will realize after practicing 2-3 months. So that's all from my side today in this video. I think you might have loved would like this video, and if you have any comments, any suggestions, anything which could be improved for the next video, I would be very very glad. Okay, thank you very much. Thanks all.